What were they? Red leaves? No, it has petals. Ah, a flower. No, not that. Oh, Mother, I wish you were here.
Trust me, Yuriko. I know the feeling. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mortanius, and we are back with some more Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on the PS5. Time of recording is 12:11 a.m. Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. When we last left off, we have finally made our way back to our home, Omi Village. Was it Omi Village? Let me be sure. Yes, Omi Village. In order to, excuse me, in order to retrieve our father's armor, effectively our armor. And in the process, we ran across an old friend in the form of our old caretaker, Yuriko. We acquired our armor, and now we're in the process of acquiring a couple of other advantages. One particular one that she's already helped us out with is a form of poison. Lethal. Used to use it to kill pests. Now our pests are a lot larger. So we'll see what we can do about that. So, if you like what you see and want to see more of me as we progress onward from here, just give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this.
Young master, would you like something to eat?
I'm fine, Yuriko. I just need the poison. You are trying to remember the ingredients.
They were flowers. You remember them, don't you? The ones I planted at your family cemetery.
I remember washing the graves. Father made me hold buckets of water from the lake.
He knew it would make you strong and teach you to respect your ancestors. Don't you remember the flowers, Jin?
Spider lilies.
That's right.
Well, here we go. Her helping us make another poison. A lot of this is taking its toll on her, though, so we kind of need to hurry up.
With enough spider lilies, you can craft a poison that makes rats go mad. Tear each other to pieces. It's awful.
It's for a good cause. Just make it strong enough to work on men.
If you think it's necessary, I know exactly where to find what we need. This way.
This part of the forest. I was here when I was a child.
After your mother passed away.
I refused to believe she was gone, so I ran from home and came here.
Your mother loved to take long walks here.
I searched until sundown. I kept shouting for her, but she was gone. And I was lost.
You were missing for 3 days. Nearly dead by the time your father found you.
I've never seen him so angry.
Angry at himself for failing to protect you. I've seen your father before countless battles, and he was never more worried than the sleepless nights he spent searching for his only son. Not much
really
farther to the cemetery.
Not really surprising. That's how it usually is. And it's not like he wasn't mad at Jin, but at the same time, he would definitely be mad at himself that he couldn't head this off before it became a problem. But again, you can't be in two places at once. still,
I wonder what your father
that knowledge would not have made him feel any better.
would make of the ghost.
He would disapprove, like my uncle.
Don't be so sure. They argued often. Kazumasa thought your uncle too rigid, willfully blind to possibilities. Kazumasa had imagination.
Imagination? My father?
You're like him in more ways than you know.
So our father wasn't as rigid as Lord Shimura on things when it comes to honor. Doesn't necessarily mean Lord Shimura was wrong, but it definitely doesn't mean he was right either. Trying to get these prompts off my screen, it's giving me tutorials like I haven't seen them before. Tried to, while the initial conversation was going on, I was trying to make sure I didn't get too far ahead, seeing as how I like to have those conversations when I'm not moving in case I cause something to end. But I could only inch forward close enough to her to an extent before she ran off.
Careful.
Disrespecting the dead.
Stay here. Hey!
Alright, gentlemen. Since y'all have a problem leaving the dead alone, I'll help you out. Sure they have room to come. For you folks who may be trying to remember, our armor gives us access to more standoffs. Oh, there's more. I figured that was it. Need you to hold that for me. Need you to hold that. What? Okay. Okay, you just let your friend die. Yeah, I know. That happens. That happens. Now, I made it a point to mention, while I was still playing Dying Light, that once I finish that Let's Play, I'll be shifting around a bit, sticking with certain Let's Plays for a while, waiting on others, certain things. Depending on what it is, I'll still stick around for like at least 6 episodes, depending on if it's a longer game or a shorter game of 4 episodes, but generally, I'll probably try and stick with a playthrough to an extent. Whereas there's at least a little more consistency between playthroughs. Not to mention skill levels. Ah! Not a choice I'd have made, but whatever, that guy. No, no. should have used my poison here. Figured, why don't we kind of avoid things like that at this grave site? There's already gonna be blood. No need to have poison soak the soil. I want your loot. You know I have long since earned it. How dare you? We would have set up camp in a cemetery, asking to die.
Did you drive them off?
Yes. It's safe to look for the spider lilies.
Why would we look for them here?
Isn't this where you used to plant them?
Oh. No, not here. It's been so long. They're in another cemetery. Your great-aunt's branch of the family. It's not far.
Jesus Christ, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That's how it normally goes. But their families are separated, like, heavily. Cemetery-wise. That would obviously be like, you have cousins or family in other states. So it's like, obviously, they'd be at different funeral
Yuriko,
homes,
do you remember
depending on where they are sometimes. I have a pretty big family, so we tend to try to use the same spot as often as possible. But it's not really too surprising, especially in days like this where travel was harder. It's harder to keep a body from decomposing and all of that. Oh, yeah.
I was 5 or 6. I had a nightmare about this forest. A fight.
It wasn't a nightmare. I told you it was to keep you calm.
That was real? I remember men shouting.
Our retinue was returning home late one night. We were ambushed by Ronin.
The Ronin must have been dangerous. My father's samurai were frightened.
Not of the Ronin. Of Kazumasa.
Of my father? Why?
He and his samurai drove the Ronin off. But Kazumasa pursued them on foot. You could hear their screams. He returned to us just before dawn, covered in blood. Some of his own men mistook him for a demon of the forest.
Makes sense. You chose not to simply let him go. You chose to make him pay for what you felt. Regardless of why. They didn't expect that from a samurai. From a man, period, let alone a samurai. Now, quite a few real records actually say samurai were quite underhanded at times. So this game's portrayal is interesting, but I don't know if it's based in any truth or just them trying to build a story for a world. Either way, well done. Phenomenal world, very good story. Tsushima Island is beautiful.
Do you recognize this lake?
We used to meditate here.
How you'd fidget.
You told me to pretend I was a rock, and all I wanted was to swim.
The view's much better from the shore. Join me, young master. These old bones need a rest.
No problem, Yuriko. Like I said, this is the kind of caretaker I actually want for a family. If you have somebody like this, you want somebody like this who loves your family. That your family loves, that can actually trust. I need to know when I'm gone, my butler ain't trying to sleep with my wife and my whoever ain't trying to do something with my kids.
This time you'll have to keep me from fidgeting.
Time does that.
Some of my favorite memories happened at this lake.
Stopping a child's fidgeting?
Your mother and I would come here when she was pregnant with you.
We should keep moving.
A grown man, and you still can barely sit still.
We can meditate again, after the war.
Yes, young master.
I can respect what he's saying, but it might have been best to give her a minute. Can't really say though. But that also implies you have a minute. We really might not. We don't, but we do, but we really don't.
The cemetery isn't far.
Feels much closer when you're not carrying water.
Yeah, now they're actually letting me sprint ahead if I so choose. Don't think there's a point, though. Yeah, no point. We're here. Plus, it's a cemetery. Running is bad enough. Killing is even worse.
How could they?
They may break stone, but they cannot erase the memory of these warriors.
Please gather the spider lilies. I can't bear to look.
Give me a minute, Yuriko. I hear crickets. Good. Eight out of 20. Oh, I need to go see the guy about the banners. Still just sitting on the second song, so this will unlock. Well, get enough, and then it'll unlock the third.
My aunt Matsu would weep at the condition of this place. Most of these warriors fell in the rebellion at Yarikawa. They deserve better than this. This is all I could find.
It is enough to make the poison, but I don't want our time to end.
The Shimura Cemetery isn't far.
With a view of the waterfall. Let's go, my lord.
All right.
Kazumasa, I do enjoy our rides together.
Did you say Kazumasa?
Did I? You ride with your father's grace.
Did you often go riding with my father?
Lord Sakai taught me to ride a horse.
Interesting. Yeah, all right. Let's go.
Careful, Mongols ahead.
Wait, I can mix the new poison for you.
Right here.
How
That's
does
the
it
problem.
work?
Oh, it's terrible. Causes madness. They'll turn on each other like wild beasts.
Good. Make it. Quickly.
She'll have a much better view of what I do from here.
The poison is finished. Take it.
Hallucination dart. Shot by the blowgun, send enemies into a violent rage where they attack friend and foe alike.
I'll stay here.
Alright, stagger shieldmen with water. Really heavy stance attacks. Didn't expect to see those. Didn't know they had missions like that. Big dude. Hallucination darts cause affected enemies to turn against each other.
But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code and to ourselves.
The poison's just for now. After the Mongols are gone, I won't need it.
Yeah, that's cute. You obviously haven't lived long enough to understand what it is you choose. It's alright. Missed. Crap. Needless to say, Mr. Icon is the one that's raging. I hope they kill him. I'm trying to kind of get my bonuses. I didn't know they could reignite that shot that fast. Alright, bro. I need you to drop. And that missed. Hey there, guy. Kill you if you start it. Let's go. Feels good to get back in the saddle. Oh, and my sword is ready. No, you didn't. No, you didn't just tell me that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to them. Psalm. The Psalm, or masked dance, is a Tibetan Buddhist ceremony held at the beginning of each year, considered important for exorcising evil spirits. The Mongol Empire gradually took control of Tibet in the 1240s and 1250s. Huh. I thought it looked Chinese. Well, hold on. I say Chinese. Let me be sure about something. Because I want... Tibet is in China, but... Okay. Region in Asia, but not necessarily... Yeah, it's the Tibet Autonomous Region. So, yeah. Still in China, but Tibetans would probably have a point of contention if there wasn't distinctions used between groups. So, now whether that's the case or not, I can't say. Oh, wait a minute. They're all dead, huh? Particularly small camp. Alright. Figured I'd do this before I head out. It'll probably have me follow Yuriko again. Good looking horses. It's funny, I didn't even notice that hole in the fence. And I should have slowed down. Those were hallucination dart flowers. So now we can pick up hallucination dart flowers and poison dart flowers. I'm not seeing any over there right now. Okay. Yeah, those are arrows.
I thought we rid ourselves of those bandits.
Like roaches, there's always more of them.
Not bandits, Mongols.
Oh, I couldn't see them from here. After all this, I'm worried about the Shimura cemetery, my lord. Would you check on it with me?
Of course, Yuriko. Let's have a look.
Oh. Almost knocked over my mic. Never done that before.
Are you tired, Yuriko?
No, Lord Sakai. This is the best day I've had since our afternoon at Lake Onu.
I don't remember that. You are sure that was me?
It was so long ago. You must have forgotten.
There are your memories replacing me with my father or someone else. See, there it is right there. These are the flowers. And of course, we can speak to the merchant to increase our capacity, and we shall. I'm like, I saw something.
Here.
The war hasn't touched this place.
Give it time, unfortunately. Give it time.
Do you remember, young master? We'd pay our respects to the Shimura warriors buried here, then spend the afternoon writing poems.
I remember, Yuriko.
Let's write one now.
Sure. Reflect on impermanence. Unmoving mountain. Soaring ambition. Unbreakable walls. But the works of men are frail, endlessly flowing water. Stone abides rushing water. Lords and clans vanish, Life blossoms and fades. Life flows into death.
Unmoving mountain. Stone abides rushing water. Life blossoms and fades.
Well said, my lord. The proud do not endure. The greatest of us fall in the end.
We should return to Omi.
I'll stay a while.
I know better than to argue.
Good. You learned something today. Kazumasa used to say Lord Shimura was too concerned with that castle.
The strongest point on the island.
He equated strength with the huge, the immovable, like a mountain.
He had a point. Doubt and indecision have destroyed armies. In the midst of battle, true leaders must stay rooted, stand firm.
But look at that waterfall. All that immovable rock yields to water. The strength we need is all around us. I have
true.
one more place I would like to visit, my lord. When you're ready.
This is true. There are both valid points. A leader must stand firm, but a leader must also be properly flexible. Problem with a lot of what we're doing, we're excessively flexible. The Avenging Guardian. Health increased. Cool. Or maybe not excessively. We'll see. Yuriko's keepsake. Range charm. Arrows have a 15% chance to poison enemies. Charm of Unseen Respite. Smoke bombs restore 25% of your health. Forgot about that one.
Lord Sakai.
That does not sound good. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. But notice how she's sitting and how I was sitting a second ago. History states, if it's to be believed, and isn't incorrectly input, that the reason why the samurai particularly would sit like that was so everybody was on equal footing. So if you went to meet a lord, let's say, of a neighboring land, you and all of yours who came with you and them and all of theirs would sit on their legs. So the legs would go numb. So if anybody decided to start something, you'd have to fight against your legs to do it. Everybody is on equal footing. I can respect that. One moment, Yuriko. I mean, I could climb, but it's a cemetery. Come on. I hear a fox in the distance still. Don't know if I... Yuriko! I'll be back. Yes, messenger. Have I unlocked the charm? Or am I still working on it? I have the last slot.
Challenge me!
I didn't know where they were. I'm like, hold up. What you mean, stand off? But why though?
free soon.
We need more like you, Lord Sakai.
You're safe now.
My lord, this is for you.
There were more like me. They died, unfortunately. Good luck. Okay, buddy. Three more. Understood. I mean, it's not far, but might as well kill the distance. I will say, they did choose a beautiful space for their cemetery.
Lord Sakai. Excuse me. The cold wind is getting to me.
Yuriko, you're not well.
Nonsense.
Let me take you to Akashima. They can treat you.
We have to visit someplace special.
Where?
It's not far. After that, I promise, we will see your healers.
Fine. But if you start feeling worse, we go straight to Akashima.
Of course, my lord. Always so stern.
Okay, Yuriko. Here we go.
Where is this special place of yours?
You'll see.
You cannot tell me?
I won't have to.
Won't have to, because I'll see, huh? Gotcha.
Lead the way.
Let's see if you can keep up.
Careful, Yuriko.
Okay.
Do you know where we are?
There's an onsen around here, isn't there?
There it is. Shall we take a closer look?
Works out. Plus, I don't think I found this one. There we go.
Isn't it beautiful?
Very. Why are we here?
Are you upset? I hope it's not wrong of us to come.
I don't understand.
It's so painful to see you weighed down by sadness with Lady Sakai and the little one.
Yuriko, are you alright?
It's nothing. I just felt a little faint.
When did you last eat?
Yesterday, I think.
Wait here. I'll find us something.
I'm not a child.
Please, Yuriko. Rest here a moment.
As you wish, since you ask so sweetly.
I'll be back soon. Maybe there's game nearby.
Alright. Give me just a minute. Okay. That is a series of choices that are not getting made. They make it seem like there was a path over here. Weird. Come on. Yeah, we're well aware you like to fling yourself places, Jin. We haven't forgotten it. We haven't forgotten anything there, guy.
A boar.
Nope.
I'll bring this to Yuriko.
Tired.
Eat a little.
3 out of 4, and he was like, no. No. I ain't getting away. It ain't gonna work out well. And even if I do, it's just me. No. Probably take longer to get back up there the other way. What?
Yuriko! Yuriko! Her horse isn't here. She rode off. Powder. Herbs. She came this way.
Okay.
Yuriko's horse. She can't be far. Yuriko!
My lord.
Yuriko, are you hurt?
No. I got lost.
Where were you going?
I saw my mother. She waved but kept walking. I had to catch up.
I'm bringing you home.
No. My mother. I have to make an offering.
You do not.
Please. For all the times I've done as you asked. Come with me. Let me pay respects to my mother.
All right. But don't push yourself.
Thank you.
Yuriko. Let's do what we can.
My mother would take me on long walks in these hills and teach me about the plants.
Maybe that's why you saw her.
You're just leading me to all the good places,
Almost
Yuriko.
there.
Thank you.
A cemetery.
My family is here. Kazumasa. That night, you brought little Jin to me. And he was so sick after all that time in the forest. We had already lost Lady Sakai. Kazumasa, are you listening?
I'm listening.
I made him drink that remedy my mother taught me. We sat by his side the whole night. You held my hand. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
That night, I was so scared. So sad for little Jin. But I was so happy. Does that make me a bad person?
No.
When he recovered, when you taught me how to ride, the day we rode to the onsen, the sunset was red and full.
That was what?
The best day of my life. It's dark, Kazumasa. Tell me what you see.
I can see all the way to Yarikawa.
I remember the war. A tragedy for all the clans.
Castle Kaneda.
I wish you weren't there so often.
Why do you say that?
You have many responsibilities. I am grateful for the time we share. But I always want more.
There's the temple in Kushi. You can see the pagoda.
Every new year, I pray there for you and little Jin and my family.
Jin is lucky you take such good care of him. Now tell me what you see. Yuriko? Rest, Yuriko. The strength we need is all around us. The mighty fall at last, to be no more than dust before the wind.
Well, goodbye, Yuriko. And thank you. All right. I didn't know she gives you 2 of those. Bowman's straw hat. Wild and untamable trash. Well, time to progress onward, folks. Start with the shrine and work our way backwards. Oh, it's right here, right here. Yeah, it sounded like your father and Yuriko were a little closer than you'd expect, but time passed and that's fine. Okay. Came at the shrine from one of its other ends. Jesus. Sinuses have been bothering me all day and now I'm getting hit with it. Oh. That was almost bad. Another one of these scenic moments, boy. Nope. I mean, I kind of wanted to hear the song, Jen, but sure. I'm like, because not every one of these is based on the grappling hook, so I'm like, they don't want me to grapple here. Sure, it's later, but they don't want me to grapple here. I just can. Talk about a scene. So where is that? Somewhere around here. That was an odd one, Jen. But you don't want to do it now? It's the same exact kind of ledge. He chose to stand on it and then jump afterwards. It was weird. Damn, boy, if this ain't a shrine and a half to get to, I guess they want to give you time to clear your head. I can respect it. Charm of Hori no Mikoto. Charm of the Kami of the Hunt. Remain hidden when assassinating enemies from grass. Oh. Oh boy. I forgot about that one too. There's a lot of these I forgot about that are real good. Real good. Yeah, let's go to the start of the shrine. Maybe it'll bring me to the other side and there might be collectibles. Ah, perfect, it does. That might be collectibles. But not from what I'm seeing. Okay. Boy, these pyres, wild.
They will pay for what they did.
Just tying people up and setting them on fire, it is crazy. Definitely need to de-stress after that moment.
Stop thinking, Jen. For one moment, just stop thinking.
It don't work for us people who can't stop thinking. It's bad. You want to, but you can't. You can't cut it off. It's like telling somebody who's constantly thinking not to breathe. And remember, folks, if you do need health or something, and you're playing this, if you're near a hot spring, well, actually, I think fast traveling will just do it. But if you're near a hot spring, use the hot spring. It'll heal you. Even if you've already used it once for the upgrade, it'll heal you every time you use it. So. Boy, the sun got real low real quick, didn't it? Look at that brilliance of the moon. Luckily, I don't have to go across any nightingale floors, but I I mean, I've got plenty of grass for my pillows. Sorry, folks, that was an old fiction sort of set of book titles I just threw at you folks. A couple of references. Good series if you ever never read them or even heard of them. Liam Hearn, I believe, is the one who made them. Cross the Nightingale Floor, Grass for His Pillow, Brilliance of the Moon. Good series. Alright. It's interesting, boy. Stuff like that is harder to do nowadays. But if you go back in the day, tell somebody to pull off the infamous 10-hit combo from Kazuma playing Tekken. You'll see something right there. Now, I'm hoping it wasn't that far. I mean, I knew it was gonna hurt, but Jesus. I haven't even got to the thing I was trying to get to yet. That's funny. I have a mod that's healing me in case you folks were wondering. Some of you have already obviously been here, but for some of you new folks. Straw Hat, face me.
Who's there? You're finished!
Goodbye. I can understand their desperation, but they're out here robbing civilians, bruh. No sympathy. That didn't look like it hit, but, I mean, we know it did. That's a deer. Yeah, nah. Can't hunt deer. Deer are sacred on Tsushima. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Well, you got me gravity gun shy. Especially you foxes. Y'all got me looking down. I don't play games with it no more. He's up there. Too bad. But I ain't going out my way for it. Oh, well, shrine is right here. I might go somewhere for it. Not necessarily out of my way. Excellent. Almost let you get away from me. Sitting over there wagging that head like, you know, there's supposed to be more than that. Sounds like somebody's getting their shit pushed in. Might be an interesting match to watch. Man versus bear. Oh, looks like he got the bear. Too bad there, guy. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. So they killed the bear. There you are. I'm like, where is he though? 5 predator hides. Yes, sir. Wait, did that give me 5 more as well? What the fuck? Y'all saw that, right? I'm gonna assume that's aim assist. Really wish it wouldn't. Oh God, okay. Out of standard arrows. Haven't had that happen in a bit. Okay, where did I leave all the corpses? Luckily they're in spots where they kind of stick out, so. Alright, so the bamboo's been dealt with. Ah, right, that haiku we passed. Like I said, Yuriko, you took me to all the great spots. Once again, I thank you. You know exactly what I needed. Reflect on rebirth. Very apropos choice, considering what just happened. See what's looking back. Sparring in the wind. A journey awaits. Gilded armor splashed with red. A welcome escape from all. Sit beneath the golden shroud. Wash the fear away. Cleanse yourself from pain. Replace what was lost.
A journey awaits. Sit beneath the golden shroud. Cleanse yourself from pain.
Headband of rebirth. It's got the Sakai symbol. I mean, there we go. Yeah, if you have a moment, take it. But once that moment's passed, back to the grindstone. Is this what I'm trying to do right now? You know what? Hold up. Sure. You know what?
Negium Harsinta, you win. Stand and fight!
Stand and die is what you mean, Jim. Come on now. We know how this goes.
Yum Hige Samurai!
I do love that there are Ronin in these standoffs sometimes, because they come at you different. No, we'll fight with you, Ronin. No. I like fighting y'all. These Mongols are meat. Yeah. Where are they? No idea. Come on. That was weird. So I ended up hitting the assassination button by mistake, right? So I went in for the assassination, but I stopped myself by hitting circle. I don't know if that's normal or if I hit some weird hitbox that interrupted me. So just a heads up if you folks are trying to complete assassinations or potentially trying to stop yourselves.
Oh my!
I'll see your sword attacks and raise you a slip through the door.
I'll find you.
What the hell is going on back here?
Finally, you're mine!
What? Not now. Alright, dude. I'm trying to focus on them, but if you're gonna make this a thing. Alright. And then my favorite way to clean the blade. Nothing like it. Surprised I haven't come across any artifacts yet. Kind of a little bit of a shock, sort of. Matter of fact, hold up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it was back that way. Okay. I need arrows. picked up some during that fight, but I think that was mostly just off of corpses. There we go. Starting to pick up. What is going on here? Because, I mean, you would think it wants me to do something at this grave site, which, I mean, I'm going to bow, but it's like it wants me to do something else. Oh. Jesus Christ. Horse skull. That is what that is on top of that flame. The spirits of dead Mongolian horses are believed to be able to hunt or help their former owners, and Mongol warriors take great care with their remains. Respect is often shown to a fallen horse by placing the skull on a uvu, a sacred stone heap important to the Mongols' shamanistic religion. See, they do have great respect. They just might not have great respect for what you do, but that being said, if you remember, they haven't destroyed our shrines. They've just destroyed the path to the shrines. Not exactly a good thing, but, you know, could just as easily be worse. They know enough not to blaspheme regardless of whatever else they do. Or at least some do. Good. It's another fox then. I want this charmed before I actually start the DLC. That's going to be a bit of a bit, but not too far. Me coming to Omi Village was what I wanted to do before I started. So I effectively can start it next episode. But I'll probably wait a bit. There's a couple of other things I want to do beforehand. First thing is I want to find Yamato, the musician. Same guy who told us about Uchitsune's bow, Tadayori's armor, and the Heavenly Strike. Interesting. What is that? It's what? So what happened to that one guy who was tending the grounds? I think she said his name was Taro or something. Oh, wow. I did not see this here. It makes perfect sense that there would be. I'll beat you to it, Mom. What? Ah. What? Ah, okay. One button out of order. kind of one of them brain flippers right there. That last sequence kind of switches it up on me. Okay. That'll start the DLC, Journey into the Past. Still need to do a few other things. Yeah, okay. I thought Nodio was here. Let me see something. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I did. I was trying to remember because there was one mission you can do for Nodio that'll give you access to a specific chime, and I guess I've already done it. Or, hold up. I have not. That's alright. We'll just do that when we get the chance. Go see a man about banners and dies.
More banners, my lord?
Indeed.
You're one of the only living sources of knowledge about our samurai clans. Will you share more of what you know?
I remember a few years ago, I found myself surrounded by bandits. I prepared to fight them alone, when suddenly my foes turned and fled into the woods. I looked back at the hillside behind me and saw a line of Clan Nago's finest archers silhouetted against the sky. The bandits had heard those warriors trained with their bows since they were old enough to walk. That reputation alone was enough to end the battle, then and there. And I owed Clan Nago many jars of sake that night.
A tale worth retelling, my lord. I'll make sure others hear it.
Hey.
Please accept this humble token of appreciation.
Sometimes
Be well.
Word of mouth is all you need. You don't always need to actualize. Jesus, excuse me. Sometimes just the assumption, the perception of such a thing will be all you need. And if there was anybody amongst the group that had actually dealt with Yarikawa archers, you see them retreat, it's like, oh, well, you don't walk away from nothing.
Allow me to strengthen your armor, my lord.
Apparently you do today.
What would you like to improve?
Goodbye.
Wait a minute. I need to upgrade my sword before I touch my armor. Hold on, man. Here is a nice area, but it is... You gotta go all the way over to where Taka is and all of that, and it's like... Why not just do it here? Everybody's pretty close. Not to mention, I've got the altar right here.
Still feel the arrow. Stay strong. We should join the Jito's fight.
We're not cut out for swords and spears.
Then we'll learn. Fight for Lord Shimura. And we'll be rewarded. Do a good job. He might even make us samurai.
If we don't die first.
Lord Shimura has a plan. He's uniting the island against the invaders. This is our chance to help.
And maybe get rich.
That too.
Neither one of them is wrong. I mean, it helps if you were trained early on for this kind of stuff, but If your nation calls on you, if your home calls on you, if your family calls on you, that's what it is. It's unfortunate that you're unprepared, whether you chose to be that way or not, but reality ain't gonna care. These Mongols ain't gonna give a damn.
Apologies. You don't have what we need to do the work.
I know. It's alright. I got exactly what I needed, my friend.
My armor will dull the Mongols' weapons.
I know it will. Major increase to melee damage. Yes, sir, Skay.
Certain to frustrate your enemies.
Massive increase to health. I got plenty.
This will keep you safe.
And increase the standoff streak by 2 instead of 1, and winning a standoff has a 25% chance instead of 10 to terrify nearby enemies.
Much better protection.
So, folks, how do you like the full-scale armor of Kazumasa Sakai?
But the Mongols don't know our iron, like Lord Shimura does.
Little much, as far as I'm concerned.
They outnumber us 100 to 1.
But these armors were also designed to strike fear. They weren't just to be worn. Thing is, for me, the only thing I see that bothers me in terms of the whole striking fear from like the opposite side yeah, see, I think he died when his armor was like this. With the headpiece, of course, but maybe not. He might have had his armor fully decked out. Like I said, the whole fear and respect factor, but beyond that, I've just never like gotten into a bulky, like all over the place style. It just don't feel right to me.
How is your armor fitting, my lord?
Like on one of those, I can sit still and take a hit. I just prefer to dodge it or redirect it. If I have to block it, so be it. But you know, some sort of counter or something. Let me get in there. Let me do what I'm doing. Huh. Okay. That's Legends Storyteller. Sorry about that. It's constantly resetting itself. It's weird. So you know what? What I'm gonna do is set this up so that the next thing we do, we go straight for the walls of Yarikawa. Sora.
You're a good horse.
I mean, if it's here, I mean, you know? Yeah, you know. Wartime acquisitions, wartime acquisitions. If possible, it shall be repaid in full, but today is a different day. What was that? Or was that Jin's just... Never tried that. I've broken those open before, but never like that.
Nobu.
Ah, okay, it was Noble. For some reason I always get them those two names mixed up. They're obviously different names, but I get them mixed up for which one I chose. I think it's because I don't usually choose Noble. It makes you wonder why these houses are built like that. If that's intentional, or if it's just intentional for the game, or if there's more, like maybe they build it that way in real life for like extra ventilation lower to the ground. You know? I don't know, maybe not. Something like that though, I'm assuming they have a way to seal it normally, like a hatch or something. I mean, so far all it is straw and cement, or not necessarily. Oh no, that's wood. So yeah, it wouldn't be hard. They probably got the wood necessary for that exact seal too. For when it gets like cold outside. Oh, that's interesting. It better explains this one though. It they blocked the front door. Ooh. Whoa, Nelly. Huh? And in a little cemetery. Apologies for interrupting
Lord
you.
Sakai, do you know the statue that overlooks the big farm in Kushi? There's a young man all alone out there, defending it from vandals and thieves.
One of Master Izo's works. This young man may need some help. It would be a shame to lose that statue to the invaders.
Please, do what you can to save it, my lord.
Never be afraid to speak to the people you come across, ladies and gents. You'd be surprised the things you might learn.
How many horses you suppose the Mongols brought on their ships? Must be hundreds. Must have been hard keeping them fed and alive.
Not really.
How they did it.
Smart leaders can do anything. People say the Khan has conquered places we've never even heard of.
People talk a lot of nonsense.
It's not talk. I've seen the Mongols' maps.
They have maps, so what?
They know every village, fort, river, and mountain on Tsushima. That's how they'll win.
Details. Those do matter a great deal. In terms of their horses, they probably just gave them something to put them to sleep. Wouldn't be hard. There are foods that exist that are actually Like, you can eat them and you can process them, but they'll knock you out first.
My lord, have a good day.
Y'all got some work ahead of y'all.
I'm happy to offer my services.
And I'm happy to take advantage of them.
I hope
As you can see, you do not get many increases. They really want you to be sure you want to be using your darts.
Only the best for you.
You know, you could have, been helpful and sold gold, right? You know that, right? Gold is extremely hard to come by in this game. It's kind of frustrating. It'll matter more later than now. Well, in truth, I'd say more now. At this point,
will do very well.
Since our sword is second from last level, so.
I'll put these to good use.
One would hope.
Goodbye.
Until we next meet, my lord.
By themselves.
He could. And he did.
What proof do you have?
My friend saw it.
Your friend was there at the exact moment Jin Sakai took Castle Kaneda by himself?
Not the exact moment, but he was there.
Inside Castle Kaneda?
In the area.
I'm gonna hope you're a Ronin who ain't a problem.
Trade is difficult in these times, my lord. I
Yes,
am
it
here
is.
to serve.
All right. Taka. Well, folks, it's going to be the end of episode 14 of Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on the PS5. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links in my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links in my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you.